Brian Davis races, and you can too. Today we're going 100 or so, 120, 130. I don't know what's going to happen, but this is the crew that is going out on a big bike ride today. And I think today's video is going to be about getting a bunch of guys together and going on a super long ride with no stress, no pressure, and just having fun. That's what we're going to do, and I suggest you do the same. Hey everybody, Brian Davis Races. This is a little bit of a departure from my normal video, so this is just sort of a gorgeous day, pretty ride, fun group to be out with. And not a whole lot of lessons to be learned here in this video, but a couple things stand out to me, like from a really big picture point of view. So I woke up this morning, we're staying at a campsite a little bit away from our house, so I woke up this morning and I wasn't sure I was going to do this ride, but when I got up I thought, you know, I really should do this because I spend so much time training by myself now with Trainer Road, which is great, but at the same time I kind of really miss the social connection of cycling, and it's a huge part of it. So I got up, got going a little bit later than I needed to, so this turned into a bit of an individual time trial. I had to go 18 miles to get to Andy's house, who's heading up this ride. So Andy and Brent lead this annual ride. It's normally 130, 140 miles long. I knew that I would not be able to complete the whole thing this morning, but I thought by the time I rode out there, and then if they do the route I thought they would, we'd get pretty close to getting me back to the campground I was staying at anyway. So it was all just really working out from a convenient standpoint to be pretty solid. And it's a gorgeous day. And you know, after you spend so much time in the winter in your basement, you really need to try to take advantage of these days. And the big thing with this day is, like, I think the capability difference between the fastest rider on this ride and the slowest rider on this ride was within a reasonable percentage, which is pretty rare, really, when we get big groups together. And it's fantastic because there's a lot less unsureness or starting, stopping, waiting, all those kind of things. So if everyone's kind of in the same ballpark, it really makes the ride go much, much smoother. And, you know, riding with my team, people know where they belong on the road, people know road manners, people know to look for cars behind us, things like that. And we have this little tradition of going for these stop ahead signs as sprints, and I wasn't able to get out and do this one, but yep, Andy, cheeky win. So the best about winning the stop ahead sprints is when you do them when no one knows that you're racing. Perfect. And that's generally my MO. So that's how I win. Biggin. I like big trucks and I can't. Yeah, fun group. So we had some pretty significant storms come through this area, and my family had an adventure after or during that storm as well on bikes. But out here in the country, you can see, well, you can't see in this clip, but there were tons of trees down. It was pretty wild to see that. And of course, no one helps the guy with the flat tire. All right, so this is where I'm going to kick off my turnaround point. 2 donuts and one of these little juicy things. I think that's all I need. I gotta go back home after this stop, so cutting her short. I'll end up with 60 or so, maybe 70 today. But what a gorgeous day, fun ride. Good group, nice and safe and fast. What do you think, Aaron?
It's fun.
Yeah?
I appreciate you guys inviting me.
I appreciate you coming. The more the merrier. Oh boy. Made it.
Cheap calories.
Oh!
I'm going home.
Wait a minute, that was hurtful to me. It took me a second. I thought you were being mean to Johnny, but then it was actually me.
How to quit a ride with dignity. There. That could be your topic.
It's not quitting. It's just leaving early.
Well, you need to get your work
gracefully excuse yourself before you pop.
Before you pop.
Just leaving early. I'm not quitting.
All right, I'm leaving this crew, but before I leave this crew, I just want everyone to know that I have the most stop ahead sprints at 4. So I mean, if that's a big deal to you guys.
When you only ride 35 miles, you can do that.
Champion.
I'm waiting till the first 100.
It's weird. It's only 8:30. He's talking about 4 o'clock stuff.
I knew what my day looked like. All right, bye everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Have fun storming the castle.
Okay, first half of the day is done. 71 miles in the bank. Got 5 KOMs today. And I looked, most of them were actually when I was on my way home back to the campground by myself. So I feel good. Actually earned those KOMs. I think some were with the group. I gotta go look. But anyway, 5 in one ride. That's a record. Never done that. So that's cool. I got my lunch. Big fat sandwich, popcorn, and La Croix. Get my hipster on. Go hang out at the pool. And then later on I'm gonna drink beers because kind of awesome. Hi, babe.